New and modern Dubai has been constantly shifting towards south, towards the capital Abu Dhabi, the largest and the richest emirate of UAE. So south is said to be the new center. This new Dubai in the making is what people are talking about. Property advisors, residents, investors, global investors, everyone is curious to know about what is happening here. Everyone wants to know why South is said to be the new center. Why all the developers are rushing to this area and are spending billions of dollars. Why is this the investment destination for every investor? Why no one wants to miss this opportunity? Big giants are doing mergers, launching new master communities to achieve what? What opportunities does this bring for the developers and investors in specific? Is this sudden or was it planned? Why government institutions are prioritizing the infrastructure developments in this particular area? So to get the answers to all of this, watch this video till end and do not forget to subscribe to Experience Realty for real estate updates. Now to understand all of this, a small historical background is must. Dubai's beginning has been humble and the vision has been great. Region with a small population of 20,000 became home to 1 million residents in just 50 years and has now reached 3.8 million. Historically, Dubai started its development journey from the old Dubai, which includes Deira, Bar Dubai, Gold Souk, Karama, Rashidia, Al Nahda, etc. These areas developed first because its proximity from the port, airport, and most importantly, it was strategically located from the other emirates like Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and Al Quwain. With the dawn of 21st century in 22, Dubai opened its arms to the world. The government decided to allow people of all nationalities to own properties here, and since then, it has been a magnet to the world. Every 10 years, Dubai saw an addition of 1 million residents. Today, it is a thriving metropolis of 3.8 million residents. With around 16 million international visitors, Dubai ranks 4th among the top 5 most visited cities in the world and is set to become the most visited city in the future. Since then, the center of Dubai has constantly been moving towards south, which you can see in this time lapse. Now this brings me to the south of Dubai. When did all this begin and why it is called New Dubai? Was it sudden or planned? This may be a surprise for some, but this was not sudden. It just didn't start yesterday. Recognizing the limitations of Dubai's existing infrastructure and the need for long-term planning, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum envisioned a master-planned city that would serve as a catalyst for economic growth and development. In 2004, Dubai World Center was announced, a new Dubai that will be modern, innovative in approach, and will offer everything that its residents and investors need. This new Dubai in the making has the DNA of the Dubai in current form. It has all the attributes and strengths on which the existing Dubai has grown. The largest port in the world, called Port Jebel Ali, which serves as a key economic driver for Dubai and UAE and positions itself as a global trade and logistics hub, whereas old Dubai was built around Port Rashid. Dubai Airport has immensely served Dubai to get on the global map, and now southern side will have the world's largest airport, Al Maktoum International Airport, already built with a passenger capacity of 220 million and now again is being extended. Palm Jumeirah is considered as a marvel, and Palm Jebel Ali, which is twice the size and an advanced version, is being developed as the new tourism destination. Dubai World Trade Center, also called Dubai South, a city of innovation and sustainability, where Expo 2020 took place, and placed itself on the international map when 25 million visitors attended the expo. Dubai Industrial City and Dubai Investment Park are the new industrial hubs. Jebel Ali Free Zone, also called as Jawza, malls, schools, and highest quality roads and modern infrastructure with metro connectivity for the ease of public transportation. So when we look at all these developments, one has no doubt but to accept that this is New Dubai in the making. The Dubai of the future, the center of tomorrow. And more importantly, this is closer to the capital, the largest and the richest emirate of UAE. For those who don't know the population of Abu Dhabi, it is close to 1.6 million. So one can understand that the demand in this area is more compared to other areas of Dubai. For this area, the demand is already coming from 5.6 million residents because it is right next to Abu Dhabi. Whether you live in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, you can consider this place home for the lifetime. And you are buying them at unbeatable prices. Why is South the priority? Why everyone looks in a hurry? Government of Dubai has already spent more than 300 billion US, which is more than $1 trillion dirham in developing the required infrastructure and the trade zones in this area. Total investment from private and government players is more than 500 billion US. To achieve the goals mentioned in Agenda D33, government has committed more infrastructure development funds to make this New Dubai a huge success. What's there to be achieved and why? Look at these numbers. According to Economic Agenda D33, Dubai is on the track of seeing double economy from $1.6 trillion to $3.2 trillion in next 9 years. It's on the track to double the foreign direct investment from 320 billion to 650 billion dirhams, spending the government expenditure from 512 billion to massive 700 billion dirhams. Additionally, 400 new cities are planned to be added to Dubai's commercial map. D33 encompasses a new $8.7 trillion roadmap for the emirate to double its foreign trade and emerge as the world's fourth most prominent financial center, leaving behind New York, London and Singapore by year 2033, when Dubai will mark 200 years since its founding. 2023 Destination Dubai report shows that 66% of global HNIs are eyeing up second home purchases in the city. In addition, Dubai is one of the world's most connected cities. Dubai's population by 2030 is expected to reach 5.2 million, by 2033 up to 6 million, and by year 2040 it can reach up to 6.7 million, and some credible analysts also predict it to cross 10 million. The residential population looks like getting more than double in less than 15 years, so there is a need to double the residential, commercial and tourism infrastructure as well. The entire region in the next decade or so will see an investment close to $1 trillion in residential, commercial and social infrastructure. So you can say it's $1 trillion city in the making. In order to achieve all the above, the New Dubai in the south is crucial and important. That's why this is being prioritized and everyone is in a rush. Why are developers rushing to this area and who are they? To meet the residential infrastructure demands, all developers are aligned with government's vision. The stage is set and conditions have never been more certain fundamentally and technically. Post-Expo and post-pandemic, investment confidence of Dubai's residents in Dubai grew many folds. Geopolitics and slowdown in some of the economies have contributed to this population surge. And above all, per capita income stands at $51,000. Dubai, ranking second after Singapore, leads to a healthy lifestyle. Purchasing power, safety, security, and happiness index has attracted many investors. After detailed analysis and surveys, this area would need homes for more than 1.5 million residential population, and that too very soon, which is roughly 33% of the current Dubai's population. Absolutely no developer would like to lose out on this opportunity when the buyers are ready, rather waiting in queue. These buyers for this part of the city are not just Dubai residents, they are closer from Abu Dhabi as well. So the regional investor base doubles in this area, as the investors from Abu Dhabi would also like to participate. Names like Emaar, Nakheel, Dubai Holdings, Damac and Maidan stand at the front foot, joined by esteemed entities like Majid Al Futtaim, Aldar, Expo and Dubai South itself has joined to get the city ready to meet the infrastructure requirements in this area. Alone, Emaar is investing more than 200 billion dirhams in the infrastructure in this region. In recent development, Nakheel, Miras and Dubai Properties have collaborated majorly for the reason to make Palm Jabal Ali as the best man-made creation on the planet. If Palm Jumeirah is called as the 8th wonder of the world, so one can imagine what Palm Jabal Ali will turn into. The demand all over Dubai is such that Dubai's major developers are sold out till year 2028. You are in a waiting line for next 5 years. Why no one wants to miss this opportunity and why everyone is so certain about its success? Firstly, because of the reason that we discussed earlier, that Dubai residents invest in the direction of the government. Secondly, smart and largest developers putting billions together have created an opportunity. This opportunity has left a lot up for grabs for the investors of all segments. Third one is its affordability. Post-pandemic, Dubai real estate market has seen price hikes. People missed opportunities and now the ticket size has gone out of the budget for some. You can go back in time and invest in the areas which will be Emirates Hills, Palm Jumeirah, District 1 or Dubai Hills and downtowns of the future. This is the reason why everyone is rushing to buy properties for end use or investment purpose, as no one wants to miss it again. So what are the projects to be considered and why? In addition to Palm Jabal Ali, most in demand is the Oasis by Emaar. In the Oasis, you can buy a villa and mansion starting from just 9 million to 22 million and a 6-bedroom villa which in the secondary market in similar segment are selling on an average of 50 million to 80 million dirhams. The Oasis by Emaar is a high-end community with lagoon and greenery. It is also considered an upgraded version of District 1 in the south. Its proximity to the airport and equidistant from both the palms will convert it into an amazing community in every sense. The villas are big with great plot sizes at unbelievable prices. A paradise in the making that has all the attributes that one looks for in a luxury villa. From bigger plots, bigger built-ups to drop concepts of the water, inbuilt lifts, rooftop lounges, lagoon access to the swimmable sweet water zones makes them the best ever designed villa community by Emaar in this segment. This community is a villa-only community spread over approximately 10 square kilometers of the area. This community will have only 7,000 residential villas, which means this will be more spacious than Dubai Hills Estate, which is a community with 32,000 residential units over 11 square kilometers of area. In Dubai Hills Estate, prime plots are selling between 2,000 to 3,000 dirhams per square foot, whereas in this community, a villa with plot is selling for 1,500 dirham per square foot for an average. This means you are buying a similar segment at 1/3 the price. I see absolutely no reason why the Oasis may not reach or surpass the prices of Dubai Hills Estate in the future. The Oasis is the best investment which will surely make you a lot of money and also be a living paradise if you decide to move in. Talking about the affordable segment, you can invest in the Heights Country Club and Wellness by Emaar, an affordable family residential community with wellness-centered concept, or you can go for Emaar South, a golf course community offering affordable townhouses where you can get bigger sized townhouses starting at just 1,050 dirhams per square foot, that too with the payment plan. You can also consider buying in Dubai South, a mixed-use development, Expo City, an advanced sustainable city of innovation, Riverside by Damac, a lagoon community, and some projects by other private developers have recently been launched. In the ultra-luxury segment, you can wait for Grand Polo Club and Resort, a luxury mansion and villa community by Emaar next to the Oasis, being announced very soon. What's shaping New Dubai commercially? I hope I have answered all major questions arising in your minds. Now let us understand what's boosting New Dubai commercially. Dubai South or Dubai World Central, launched in 2004, this master planned community was named as the Center of Tomorrow. Later, Dubai World Central, and in 2015 rebranded as Dubai South, spread across an area of 145 square kilometers. It's a miniature representation of the future, a multi-phase project with 8 districts in the current form, including an international airport, logistics district, residential district, commercial district, entertainment district, golf district, humanitarian district, and various amenities. In this entire picture, Al Maktoum International Airport stands out as the major hero, the centerpiece of Dubai South that will surpass Heathrow as the largest airport in the world by year 2027 and is located in the city center. It can transport more than 260 million passengers annually and a staggering 12 million tons of cargo. This airport is more than just a transportation hub. As we know that the aviation sector has been a key driver for Dubai's GDP growth. The UAE government has invested heavily in the airport department and in the expansion projects such as $8.1 billion in Al Maktoum International Airport in Dubai, $7.6 billion for the Dubai's International Airport Expansion Phase 4. This will have a great air transportation impact on the region. There are different ways of measuring air transport's impact on an economy. We majorly are looking at 3: the jobs and spending generated by airlines and their supply chains, the flows of trade, tourism, and investment. 77 airlines, airport operators, airport on-site enterprises such as restaurants and retail, aircraft manufacturers, and air navigation service providers employ 180,000 people in UAE. In addition, by buying goods and services from local suppliers, the sector supported another 120,000 jobs. On top of this, the sector is estimated to support a further 68,000 jobs through the wages it pays, which is subsequently spent on consumer goods and services. Foreign tourists arriving by air to UAE who spent their money in the local economy are estimated to support an additional 409,000 jobs. In total, 777,000 jobs are supported by air transport and tourists arriving by air. In total, 13.3% of the country's GDP is supported by inputs to the air transport sector and foreign tourists arriving by air. Air transport market in UAE is forecasted under the current trend scenario to grow by 170% by year 2040. This would result in an additional 101 million passenger journeys by year 2037. This increased demand would support further $127.7 billion of GDP and around 1.4 million jobs in the region. So creation of jobs and the proximity to the port and the airport, one can imagine the investment scope in this commercial epicenter from where all this is arriving from. This is why seasoned investors are investing heavily in this new Dubai. One more important district is the Expo district, which is also called as Expo City. After welcoming 24 million visitors in Expo 2020, it placed Expo City on the global map. District 2020 provides a holistic living environment while retaining 80% of the Expo 2020 site. A smart community with residential and co-working areas, lush greenery, dining and shopping options, parks and schools can also be expected here. Since infrastructure is ready, it has and is becoming a new place for exhibitions and events. This for sure has converted itself in the new World Trade Center of Dubai. Already a lot of exhibitors are finding this area more convenient and large number of international events are happening here. As we speak, 1,350 events and exhibitions have already been booked in this new trade center. The latest big one being COP20 event where global powers and their leaders participated. That's why this district is also called as the Exhibition and Commercial District. Then we have Golf District. This city is taken over by Emaar and hence called as Emaar South. An 18-hole championship golf course community 5 minutes drive from Al Maktoum International Airport is a successful community where the occupancy and prices are constantly on the rise. Any launch in this golf community is a quick sellout. Residential district is a mini city comprising mixed-use properties for purchase and for rent. Dubai South Residential District, the Pulse, is a collection of villas and townhouses. This residential development offers around 1,000 units, including semi-detached villas, townhouses, and stand-alone mansions. Now let's talk about MBR Aerospace Hub and Aviation District. The Mohammed bin Rashid Aerospace Hub comprises of 7 square kilometers. Because of the world's largest airport, approximately 1.5 million jobs will be generated in the aviation and the allied sectors in the next 15 years. The industry and the allied sectors will need trained workforces. This metropolis in the area would be the first in the region to provide the landslide solutions to aviation in the form of education, training, maintenance, and other aerospace-related industrial trainings. With the boom in the sector worldwide, this area brings a lot of opportunity to the region. Next is Logistics District. Logistic District between Jebel Ali Port and Al Maktoum International Airport is perfect for companies looking to grow in Dubai. It contains a business park, a free zone region that offers adaptable office spaces for the companies of all sizes. This is a very important zone in all Dubai South region. Establish commercial and industrial zones and their impact. Once we move out of Dubai South, the commercial zones and industrial hubs will further strengthen the economic impact of the place. The results are already visible in the increased demand and the occupancy and the sudden rise in the number of residents moving in this area. The most important being the Jebel Ali Free Zone area, also called as Jawza. Jawza is a DP World's flagship free zone and the largest custom bonded zone in the Middle East. From 19 companies in year 1985, they grew to 500 plus businesses in 1995, and today over 8,700, including 100 plus Fortune Global 500 companies. It enjoys a central location in an unraveled ecosystem that has allowed them to grow over the last 3 to 4 decades because of proximity to Jebel Ali Port, Al Maktoum International Airport, and Expo 2020. Dubai has helped Jawza become an ideal hub for the global trade and a well-integrated business setup solution provider. This zone with new developments is set to participate huge in the growth history of Dubai. Only in year 2022 and 2023, Jawza recorded 45% growth in the new customers. Now let's shift our focus to DIP and DIC. Dubai Investment Park is spread across an area of 23 square kilometers and consists of 3 major zones: an industrial complex for light and medium industries and high-tech companies, a commercial complex for offices, showrooms, and retail, 7 residential communities, 4 of which have been finished and the other 3 are in various stages of development. DIC also plays a vital role in Dubai's economic diversification efforts. It provides a strategic location for various industries, including manufacturing, logistics, and trading. The presence of numerous businesses contributes to job creation and economic growth in the region. Let's talk about Bharat Mart. Scheduled to open in 2026, Bharat Mart, in a recent announcement by His Highness and Prime Minister of India in 2024, will allow Indian traders to reach local and international customers in Middle East, Africa, and Europe by providing supply chains, interrelated retail warehouses, and logistics services in one streamlined operation. And talking about UAE-India trade, we have seen 28% year-on-year surge of Indians setting their businesses in the region. So Bharat Mart is also going to help contributing to the development of this area. So one can completely understand that this craze about investment in this area is not sudden. It's a planned strategic development going in for more than 2 decades now. Metro connectivity in the region, the Etihad Rail project, airport connectivity, and the road infrastructure have further made it attractive for the investors and end users. Palm Jebel Ali, a massive $2.5 billion waterfront community in the making, twice the size of Palm Jumeirah, will be a masterpiece and will not only shape south of Dubai, but take Dubai tourism and infrastructure to new heights. This will be the tourism attraction of the future. This project aims to set new global standards for waterfront living, adding 110 kilometers of coastline to Dubai, featuring more than 80 hotels and resorts. Even today, if people can afford and want the most luxurious villas, the first choice is Palm Jumeirah. And this is an opportunity for those who missed buying Palm Jumeirah at the launch price. I have made a detailed video on Palm Jebel Ali. You can visit the link in the description if you want to understand this project and its concept in entirely. So in short, if I summarize it for you, this is the new Dubai in the making. A $1 trillion city taking shape closer to the UAE. A city that will be home to 1.5 million to 2 million residents in next 10 years. A city that will generate employment of 250,000 in next 5 years, 750,000 in a decade, and 1.5 million by year 2040. A city closer to the UAE's biggest port, world's largest airport, and the new Palm Jebel Ali. A city that's prime focused area because of the Agenda D33 when Dubai celebrates 200 years of its foundation. This was some of the basic information I had for you. There's a lot more to discuss, but time is a factor. If you want to learn more or invest in Dubai real estate, please feel free to contact me at the provided number or click the WhatsApp link in the description below. Stay tuned for more updates and remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And yes, if you want to stay informed about Dubai real estate transactions, trends and analysis, then you must download the PropTube application. is the world's first real estate video streaming platform. Signing off, Archana Bhan, Experience Realty.